z equal to x plus iy, then what you need to substitute? You need to substitute x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. Correct? So this will convert your z in this form. Z equal to, you substitute in that, take r common, that will be cos theta plus I sin theta. And you are aware with this cos theta plus I sin theta क्या होता है? E raised to I theta. E raised to I theta is same as cos theta plus I sin theta. Correct? So your z is now in this form, that is r e raised to I theta, which is most important form, that is exponential form. Exponential form. What are uses of this exponential form? See, if you want to find some power of this z, that is z raised to 10, z raised to 20, something like that, then it was quite difficult to do, but here it is quite easy. Since z raised to n nikalna hai, so that will be just r raised to n, e raised to I n theta, that's it. You just need to work on this, बाकी सब हो गया. Same nth root भी निकालना है, that also you can do easily. ठीक है? Okay. One more thing. If z is 0, then the coordinate theta is undefined. Do you agree? Undefined. So in our cases, we are taking this z as non-zero, and one more thing, that theta in radian. I hope you understand what is radian degree, 12th standard. Theta is the angle in radians. Perfect. So what you are doing, actually you are just changing it into a circular form. Correct? And your theta, and how many values are theta are there? If you are having a complex number, how many theta will be there? How many the value of argument will be there? It is denoted by arg z, argument of z, theta. Let me tell you one thing. What about cos 2 pi plus theta? And what about sine 2 pi plus theta? Bolo. What is cos 2 pi plus theta? They have period 2 pi. Do you understand? Cos or sine, they have a period of 2 pi. What do you mean by period 2 pi? Cos 2 pi plus theta, it will be same as cos theta, and sine 2 pi plus theta is same as sine theta. Even अगर 2n pi बोला, then also this is true. 2n pi यहाँ पे बोला, and here also 2n pi, and also this is true. 2 pi का multiple है, so it is same. So why this is required, let me tell you. So e raised to I theta क्या होता है? Cos theta plus I sin theta. But I know that at the place of cos theta I can put this. So this is same as cos 2n pi plus theta plus I sin 2n pi plus theta. So what is this thing? This is same as e raised to I 2n pi plus theta. So e raised to I theta. So do you see ye theta and 2n plus theta both are same? That means what? You have infinitely many thetas. Your argument of z, your argument of z is theta plus 2n pi. Correct? Your argument of, so infinitely many thetas. So for any complex number you have infinitely many argument of z. To restrict this to a unique theta, we define one more, that is called principal value of argument. Okay, let me just define that. Principal argument बोला तभी भी चलेगा, principal value of argument. That is denoted by argz. हाँ हाँ, yes yes. Yeah. So principal argument को हम लोग denote करते हैं ऐसे. And what is this principal argument? Your small argument of z, that is same as erg of z plus 2n pi. Okay, and we are having some condition on capital argument of z. इसका value is lying between this minus pi to pi. Okay, pi ये इंक्लूडेड है एंड माइनस पाई इज नॉट इंक्लूडेड. दैट मीन्स अगर ग्राफिकली मैं बात किया तो ऐसा कुछ इट इज स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम दिस इज पाई and here it will be minus pi, so it will be minus pi to pi included. This line is pi and just try to consider ये side अगर minus, मतलब ऊपर side I am taking positive people and नीचे I am taking negative people, ऐसा consider करना. So if I draw a quadrant chart, so this is, you can say theta, and this will be pi minus theta because this line is pi minus theta. ये side आएंगे तो it will become minus of pi minus theta and ये side आया तो minus theta. You just need to consider इधर ये नीचे वाले टर्म में नेगेटिव आएगा, ऊपर वाले टर्म में पॉजिटिव. मतलब if you are having first and second quadrant, then your capital argument of z, it will be positive, and if you are having negative people, then it will be that is, if you are having third and fourth quadrant, then it will be negative, it will be in minus. ठीक है, so we'll do some example, then we'll see मतलब कैसे करने का. Let us do one. Let z equal to minus 1 minus I. Correct, so this is your complex number. Where does this complex number lie? This is same as minus 1 minus 1. Where does this lie, in which quadrant? Minus 1 minus 1. Yes, this lie in third quadrant. No, please speak if you know. Minus 1 minus 1, correct, this lie in third quadrant. So let us substitute now. What you have to substitute? Compare with z equal to x plus iy. What is your x? Minus 1. What is your y? Minus y. Minus 1 again. So how will you calculate theta and r? You need to substitute x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. So what will be your r? R is square root of x square plus y square. Do you agree? So if you put it in the equation, you are having the value of x. Do you understand? Let me just quickly revise once again. You are having z equal to minus 1 minus I. So I am comparing with this z equal to x plus iy. So I am having the x ka value minus 1, y ka value is also minus 1. What is your r? It is square root of x square plus y square. Just you need to substitute. So this is minus 1 का square plus minus 1 का square, that is root 2, correct. So we are having value of r as root 2. r क्या बोलते हैं? मॉड्यूलस बोलते हैं उसको. what else? अभी थीटा चाहिए, तो थीटा कैसे निकालेंगे? थीटा इज इक्वल टू tan इनवर्स ऑफ y by x. so theta is equal to tan inverse of, what is your y and what is your x? It is minus 1 minus 1, so it is minus 1 upon minus 1, so that is 1, no? Tan inverse of 1. So theta equal to tan inverse of 1. What is the value of theta? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? 45, correct. 45. But now the thing is that you are in third quadrant, correct? So if my question is, yeah, so if my question is find capital arg of z, so what will be my capital argument of z? Do you see the thing? थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट में क्या रहता है ये? माइनस ऑफ पाई माइनस थीटा. So what will this be? Minus of pi minus theta. Yeah. So now you want to go in third quadrant. थर्ड quadrant में तुमको दिखा वैल्यू कहाँ से कहाँ तक है? It is minus pi and minus pi by 2 के बीच में है वैल्यूज. Do you see? This is minus pi and minus pi by 2 के बीच में वैल्यू चाहिए. So you just need to substitute. Argument of z में put कर दो. क्या है? माइनस ऑफ पाई माइनस थीटा. आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, यू जस्ट नीड टू रिमेंबर दिस थिंग. ये अगर याद रहा ना तो हो जाएगा. जो थीटा वैल्यू है, थीटा कौन सा है? फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में का वैल्यू है जो अपने को पाई बाय 4 मिला. सो यू नीड टू सब्सटीट्यूट हियर. सो क्या मिलेगा तुमको? इट इज़ माइनस ऑफ पाई माइनस पाई बाय 4. क्या आएगा पाई माइनस पाई बाय 4? ओह, आई राइट हियर. आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z इज इक्वल टू minus of pi minus theta. So it is minus of pi minus pi by 4. What is that? Minus 3 pi by 4, correct? So this is your capital argument of z. And do you agree this is correct one? How will you verify? Since you were in third quadrant, तुम्हारा वैल्यू किसके किसके बीच में होना चाहिए? माइनस पाई एंड पाई बाय 2, माइनस पाई बाय 2 के बीच में. दिस इज माइनस पाई, दिस इज माइनस पाई बाय 2, दिस इज 0, दिस इज पाई बाय 2 एंड दिस इज पाई. ऊपर की बात किया तो पाई है, नीचे की बात किया तो माइनस पाई है. ऐसा ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड लाइक दिस. ठीक है? आई राइट हियर ऑल्सो इफ यू वांट. यहाँ पे देखो, ये क्या है? माइनस पाई प्लस थीटा. अगर मैंने इसको माइनस पाई बोला, सो इफ आई वांट टू गो इन दिस कोऑर्डिनेट तो ये क्या आएगा? माइनस पाई प्लस थीटा आएगा, करेक्ट. और अगर पॉजिटिव साइड में बात किया तो इसको मैंने पाई बोला है तो ऊपर वाला क्या आएगा? पाई माइनस थीटा आएगा. दैट इज़ व्हाट आई हैव रिटन हियर. ठीक है. एंड यहाँ पे अगर ज़ीरो है तो ये साइड में माइनस थीटा आएगा, इधर क्या आएगा? थीटा आएगा. जस्ट इफ़ यू रिमेंबर दिस, कभी भी तुमको आर्गुमेंट ऑफ जेड में प्रॉब्लम नहीं होएगा. बिकॉज देयर आर स्टिल स्टूडेंट्स जिनको इवन इन TyBsc में आने के बाद भी उनको आर्गुमेंट नहीं समझता आर्गुमेंट क्या होता है. बट दिस इज़ 11th स्टैंडर्ड टॉपिक. 11th में कैपिटल आर्गुमेंट की बात होती है, बट उधर इतना डिटेल में नहीं रहता है, इसलिए थोड़ा कन्फ्यूजन हो जाता है. बट यू रिमेंबर योर कैपिटल आर्गुमेंट इज लाइंग बिटवीन माइनस पाई एंड पाई, एंड दिस पाई इज इंक्लूडेड. पाई इंक्लूडेड मतलब क्या? जो भी नेगेटिव रियल वैल्यू रहेंगे ना, उनका आर्गुमेंट पाई आएगा. जैसे यहाँ पे नेगेटिव रियल पीपल, उनका आर्गुमेंट आएगा पाई. सो वी आर हैविंग आर्गुमेंट भी मिल गया इसका, दैट इज माइनस 3/4, करेक्ट. Okay, shall we do one more question with this only? Before that, Euler formula मैंने पहले ही बताया. What is Euler formula? E raised to I theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. This is Euler's formula. So E raised to I n theta क्या रहेगा? That will be cos n theta plus I sin n theta, correct. So if you want to take power of that complex number, so that will help you. Yeah. So finally जो हम लोग ने find out किया, let us write it in that format. So -1 minus I can be written as R. R क्या था अपना? √2 e raised to I theta. I theta, theta क्या है? -3 pi by 4. So this is my exponential form. This is my exponential form, correct. And if you are asked to find argument, small argument क्या रहेगा? it will be minus 3 pi by 4 plus 2n pi. Do you remember that formula? यहाँ पे लिखा था हम लोगों ने, या स्मॉल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z इज आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z प्लस 2n pi. सो कैपिटल आर्गुमेंट निकाला तो उसके बाद मिल जाएगा तुमको. या ओके. Now tell me what is e raised to I pi? What is e raised to I pi by 2? What is e raised to minus I pi by 2? What is e raised to minus 4 pi? ऐसा e raised to I pi, famous one, mostly हर जगह देखा होगा e raised to I pi. What is that? How will you do that? e raised to I pi मतलब क्या? ये क्या है? cos pi plus I sin pi. Now you should remember one thing. Cos n pi is equal to minus 1 raised to n, and sin n pi that is equal to 0. Correct? And cos अगर odd multiple लिया तो that will be 0. That is cos 2n plus 1 pi by 2, that is 0. And sin odd multiple लिया तो that is 1 and minus 1, वो alternate change होता रहेगा. So you should remember this thing. This will help you in solving this. Cos pi sin pi क्या आएगा? Cos pi, that means n equal to 1, so it will be minus 1. So answer is minus 1. E raised to I pi is minus 1. That is the most famous one. So if you put now, so this will become cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. So what is cos pi by 2? Cos 90. That is 0. Yes, and sin 90. No, so answer is I na. Answer is I. What about minus अगर रहा तो this is again 0. ये sin of minus theta is minus sin theta, so it will be minus I. Okay. Now there is a question, if you see in most of the exam they used to ask something like that. Find I raised to I. The question will be find I raised to I. How will you do that? If you are asked to find I raised to I, how will you do that? I just gave you a hint in previous slide, if you remember. In some quiz competition, actually they used to ask like that. Find I raised to I. How will you do that? Anyone? I'll give just 1 minute to think about it and tell me if you have any idea. Yes. अरे कोई है? Hello. Can you hear me? So I raised to I निकालने क्या करोगे अभी? I का पावर I. You cannot. अभी तक log मैंने नहीं पढ़ा है. हाँ? Log of a complex number अभी तक हम लोगों ने define नहीं किया, तो you cannot take log. तो वो तो गया. Is there any other way? Can I write this I as e raised to something? Look at the previous slide. Can I write this I as e raised to I pi by 2? Can I write that? This was the trick only. This I, it can be written as e raised to I pi by 2, and that is power of I. So this I will be e raised to I into I. This will be I square, so it is minus pi by 2. So I raised to I is minus pi, e raised to minus pi by 2. That's it. And that is a real number. Do you see? Similarly, in some cases they may ask I raised to minus I raised to minus I, then also you should do that. You should see minus I को क्या लिख सकता हूँ मैं. That's it. Minus I को you can write e raised to minus I pi by 2, and this is how you can work. Okay. Now let us see products and powers in exponential form. Okay. That is quite easy. Suppose you are having two complex numbers z equal to, I am writing in exponential form, z equal to r1 e raised to I theta 1 and z2 equal to r2 e raised to I theta 2. Correct? So what will be my z1 into z2? That will be r1 into r2 e raised to I theta 1 plus I theta 2. Do you observe something? And what about z1 by z2? It will be r1 by r2 e raised to I theta 1 minus theta 2. So do you observe something? Argument of z1 z2 क्या है and argument of z1 by z2 क्या है? What is argument of z1 z2? Can you hear me? Hello. Yeah. So what is argument of z1 z2? ये z1 z2 मैंने फाइंड आउट किया r1 r2 e रेस टू I theta 1 plus theta 2. If I take I common तो theta 1 plus theta 2, so that is same as theta 1 plus theta 2. थीटा 1 क्या है? आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z1 प्लस आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z2. डू यू सी समथिंग? ये प्रोडक्ट था और इसका आर्गुमेंट एडिशन में आ गया. इट इज वर्किंग समथिंग सिमिलर टू लॉग. यहाँ पे भी I है, हाँ, और I will just take a bracket here. And what about argument of z1 by z2? That is theta 1 minus theta 2. Perfect. And that is same as argument of z1 minus argument of z2. Do you see? ये भी log के जैसा ही काम करना है ना. तो you just remember ये small argument है ना, that works like log. Log of e by b क्या होता है? Log of e minus log b. Correct? Same log of e into b क्या होता है? Log e plus log b. But this is not true for capital argument. That is principal value of argument. This is not true for principal value of argument. You take any two complex number, you try to see, you will get a you will get another argument which is not principal. That means its value won't be lying in that interval. Yeah. Okay. And same goes for power. If you take power z raised to n तो क्या आएगा? Any guesses? Argument of z raised to n क्या रहना चाहिए? z1 अभी बात किया तो मैं z1 ही लिखता हूँ. एनी गेसेस? आई ऑलरेडी गिव यू अ हिंट कि ये किसके जैसा काम कर रहा है. इट इज़ वर्किंग लाइक अ लॉग. सो आर्ग्यूमेंट ऑफ z raised to n, और यू कैन जस्ट पुट इट इन द इक्वेशन. पावर n किया तो ये क्या आएगा? r raised to n and e raised to I theta 1 raised to n. सो raised to n विल ये साथ में हो जाएंगे. सो दैट इज थीटा 1 n. सो दैट इज इक्वल टू n इंटू आर्ग्यूमेंट ऑफ z1. डू यू एग्री? और लॉग में भी तो यही होता है ना, जो भी पावर हो वो बाहर आ जाता है. दैट्स इट. ठीक है. Okay, let us quickly do one problem. Find root 3 plus I raised to 7. Please start. What is the first step? You need to convert this complex number, that is z equal to root 3 plus I, in exponential form, and you know how to do that. Come on quickly. In which coordinate this is? First coordinate, तो कोई problem ही नहीं है. Start. What is your x and what is your y? Oh, मैंने तो दोनों लिख दिया. So what is the value of r? It is square root of root 3 का square is 3 plus 1, so this is root 4, that is 2. R मिल गया. And what is theta? Theta is tan inverse of